Hi to hello. Hi to hello to all of you beautiful people. Thank you so very much for joining me today on a lunch with Longhorn Lester. Happy Friday to you all. First and foremost, we need to make sure that we check in on all of those folks who follow the channel from, well, you already know the states, the ones that were heavily impacted by Hurricane Helene. So it's not Helen, it's Hurricane Helene, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched the news a whole lot. I just kind of got some updates from Jamie. Been super busy. You guys know we got a lot going on, but I am heavily concerned with a lot of the things that Jamie has shown me, pictures and just some of the damages from the storm surge. So I do think that I'm saying it correct when I say Helene. So thank you for that. But no, it's just so devastating when you have those things coming your way. The anticipation leading up to a hurricane, never knowing exactly what the impact is going to be. They always show you that cone on all the TV programs, and you know anywhere in that cone is it could fluctuate left or right. And so it's just heartbreaking to see all of the homes that were destroyed. Of course, we know that there are millions of people without power, and that affects us right here as well, because with people without having power, that also means more than likely they don't have internet. And so it's really, really hard on folks to get up and rebuild, especially if they're older or just unable, if you don't have the resources. So I do hope that people will take care of their neighbors, their community. The government comes in and gives assistance where it's needed. That's kind of a touchy subject with me. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to get off onto politics. Everyone knows I don't like to talk politics. I have my opinions, absolutely. But I just know that there's so many needs here at home. And I hate to see so much money going other places around the world, or even spent on people who are here illegally, when there's going to be millions and millions of folks who are going to have damages. And many of those folks will not be able to take care of themselves. They're going to, well, if it's anything like Hurricane Harvey, when it struck our area back, many years ago, but it is kind of how we all got introduced to each other. There were so many people in the small town of Plum Grove. I'll just talk with the experience that I saw firsthand. So many people, wow, 8 billion. I don't know what that number represents, but there were so many people who were unable to come home after the flooding and rebuild. There was no money to do it with. FEMA, which is the Federal Emergency Management something association, that doesn't really sound right, but FEMA did come by and gave a base amount, which is just the bare minimum, friends. I do believe that I got $7,000 from FEMA, yet you had an entire home was gone. And so, when you think about how much and how far $7,000 will go, don't get me wrong, I was blessed for the $7,000, and that did do much in helping me get clothes for work. But when you talk about all of the loss, and this is not about me today, this is about those folks who are undergoing a really rough morning, waking up and seeing the damages with trees on their homes, flooded vehicles. Some homes are destroyed or completely ruined, and you just feel really bad for those folks. So let's try to have a fun and positive lunch with Longhorn Lester. And if any of those folks are watching today, if you're able to have your phone and you're still able to watch, we appreciate you guys being here. And hopefully you can have a little bit of an escape from your reality, because I know looking outdoors, you will have lots and lots of cleanup. There's going to be a lot of cleanup. And I do hope that you can find people in your neighborhoods who can assist you guys with all of that. So thank you so very much. Well, I hope you enjoyed the introduction to the video. I did take a second chapter of our shirts, the voodoo shirts that you guys were so generous in helping us support and pay for the bills that voodoo incurred there while at Texas A&M. But we had so many pictures that you guys sent us that it was like a 22-minute video. I says, Jamie, there's no way anyone could ever watch for 22 minutes because at some point you just kind of like, you've seen one, you've seen them all. And that's not fair for you all. So what I did was I broke those down into lots of smaller chapters. So each chapter will be about 2 minutes. I think that we can handle 2 minutes. And so I played chapter 2 of those voodoo shirts here at the beginning of the live. And for you guys who are just now getting notified and just jumping on, not to worry, I will play that same chapter at the end of the video as well. And then I'll even take that chapter and upload it to the I'm a Survivor channel so that you can go show your friends and your family, if you choose to, your picture that we display. And so thank you so very much for the folks who purchased one of those shirts. We are so blessed to have you guys. I just hope that you know that. And if I ever sound like that broken record, then just know how blessed we are. So I'm reading a few comments as I talk away. And a lot of people want to talk about the name of that new baby Longhorn. So I will not discuss a whole lot with the alpaca baby, even though I can sit right here and I'm seeing her. What I might do what I might do in a few minutes is attempt to walk a little bit closer and we can all see the alpaca baby. But listen, that is absolutely Jamie's content, friends. I'm so sorry that Pig Trudy broke in there that one day and I had no idea there was even a baby on the ground. All I was doing was saying, Trudy, what are you doing, Trudy? I never even noticed there was a baby alpaca behind her. Lord, that Pig Trudy, isn't she something? But no, we do have a name for that baby. I think it's only fair that Jamie gets to share. Oh, please, Lester. Guys, I was just looking at Pig Trudy. I had no idea she broke into the alpaca pasture. And I'm sitting there videoing my Trudy. My eyes are just focused on Trudy. And guys, I have love goggles for Trudy. I could only see Trudy. But listen. What we can talk about and what we will talk about is that beautiful baby Longhorn who was born to Pearl, which would have been about 48 hours ago, between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 12:30 on Wednesday morning is when she was born. I know I wasn't there to see it because you guys know that I went live that morning and showed you that Pearl was in labor. And I sat around for an hour doing a few of my morning chores, but I just could not stick around. I had to come over here and get some jobs done. And then when I went back after I had lunch, there's a baby on the ground. Oh, Lordy. But it's okay. Yesterday, I went live again. And I made a video for YouTube. So both channels were able to have kind of equal content in the fact of seeing that calf was in fact a little girl. And so what we did last night at around 8 o'clock, I put out a poll question on both Facebook and YouTube. And I gathered up some of the most popular names. And when I say the most popular names, what I meant is I'm looking at the comments. You guys know that I'm sick and I can't help but read comments. So I did read through so many comments and I kept seeing the 4 names pop up over and over and over and over. But there's a problem. Let me show you the problem real fast. You ready? I'm going to pop up a screen here. Okay. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, so everyone try to notice the best that you can. This is our poll over on Facebook. Now that poll is still up and it's probably changed a little bit since I made this particular screenshot right here. I made this screenshot this morning at 8:45, which was 12 hours from the time it was posted last night. But I want you to notice something. If you're a Facebook user, you can see that a few people voted for Autumn. Wow, quite a few went for Amber Rose. Even more people went for Minnie Pearl. And you had a few go for the name Sapphire. So you can already tell from this particular Facebook poll that Amber Rose and Minnie Pearl are the two most popular name choices, right? Okay, but now I want to show you this from our other friends, the other half of our family over on YouTube. Looky here, friends. I paused it. Looky here over on YouTube. Now, once again, that was taken from the same time frame this morning. 8:41 was the time. Once again, Autumn. Well, YouTube shows you Autumn got about 12% of the vote. Sapphire with 12% of the vote. But over here on YouTube, Amber Rose was quite a bit more popular than Minnie Pearl. So you all know what that means. Holy moly. What in the world? That just goes to show you how different our audience is. We have a Facebook audience. Many, don't get me wrong. How do I say this the right way? We are so very blessed for the folks who like to double dip, meaning they'll watch both Facebook and YouTube because they know that sometimes the content is different and they want to catch it all. They want a little bit of everything. But then there's other folks who will only watch Facebook. It's maybe you're more familiar with Facebook. You've had it for so many years. You know what you're doing. You know how to navigate Facebook. And that's fine. I am not being critical of those folks at all. Whereas there's other half of the people who will only watch YouTube. You don't want to deal with the nonsense on Facebook as far as the scammers or the political riffraff. And so you only stick to YouTube. And so you try to differentiate. And so you're only one or the other. But that becomes a little bit of a problem when we have things like this, when we have both Facebook and YouTube, and there's a difference of opinion. So what I did was simple. I went to the internet and I found a couple of friends of mine. I found some friends of mine on the internet and I asked them for their opinions. And so I made some screen recordings of these opinions, and I'm going to play that for you guys right now. So instead of arguing and fighting back and forth, the arguing and the fighting back and forth is not going to do us any good. But let's just watch and see what a few friends of mine say. You ready? Okay, enjoy this, friends. I'm going to take myself.
I have complete faith in the name selection from the wonderful audience who follow Longhorn Lester's channels. Unfortunately, there is always going to be someone unhappy with every decision.
So Morgan doesn't help out much at all. He has complete faith in you all that you can make the right decision. But Morgan goes on to say, but unfortunately, there's always going to be someone who's going to be unhappy. Morgan, thank you so much. We love you. Don't get me wrong. You're a wonderful, wonderful man. But let's find someone who might give us a little bit more insight. We need an endorsement. We need an endorsement here. Okay? Let's keep going, friends.
And so ultimately, you just have to go with what feels right.
If she were all white, then I'd agree we name her Minnie Pearl, except this sweet girl looks nothing like her mum. And I'd certainly welcome a title of royalty, maybe something like Lady or Duchess to whatever we name her.
Well, thank you so much, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth, even though she didn't quite really say it, what she did do was had to throw in her plug for some title of royalty. Lord, Lady, Duchess, Dutch. Thank you, Queen. All hail the Queen. We all love you, Queen. Don't get me wrong. But what she did say was something that I've read quite a bit. So don't think that she's off base when she says, if she looked like mom, then Minnie Pearl would be a wonderful name. I'm sorry, Mum. If she looked like Mum, that would be a wonderful name. But unfortunately, she looks nothing like Mum. But she does like and she does recommend a title of royalty. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
I would have to sniff her hair in order to give a calm, complete evaluation.
I could give Longhorn Lester the answer he's looking for, but first I need to know how big are the crowd sizes that come to this channel, and would he be willing to do a town hall?
Okay. Thank you, thank you, former President Trump. We're not doing a town hall, and we don't care about crowd sizes. Sheesh. And sorry, President Biden, we're not going to allow people to come by and sniff her before you give her a name. Can't we have anyone with a voice of reason? We just need the voice of reason, because crowd sizes and town halls is not what we're looking for to name this baby. And we ain't going to be sniffing on her. Do you think Pearl's going to allow that? Is Pearl going to allow that? Let's hope that my next friend can help us a little bit better.
I'd rather us take a look at both popular names, Ambrose and Mini Pearl. We look at which name could be most marketable and hence make more profits.
You do know there are a lot more things of importance than arguing over the name of a newborn baby Longhorn. Put it up for revote, plain and simple.
A revote? Well, wouldn't it take someone like Stephen Hawking to let us know a revote? Duh. Duh. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to remove the two names that we know for a fact are not going to make the cut. We're going to take away the name Autumn, which I love. Autumn was a beautiful name. Thank you for the person who suggested it. And we're going to also remove the name, I think it was it Sapphire? Autumn and Sapphire. I'm going to have to put that back up here to find out. Give me one sec here, friends. Sapphire. Okay. It was Sapphire. Simply remove the two names, Autumn and Sapphire, and we will put the two names that had the most popular votes. It's like a runoff election. Oh, it's like a runoff. And here we are in the season of elections, and nominations and runoffs and all that stuff does happen. So what we will do, y'all need to just stop already. Isn't AI technology crazy and also scary, though? Isn't AI technology a scary, scary thing? So for the people over here in the comments who are only discussing the legitimacy of those guys, if I'm not mistaken, there are a couple of those celebrities, politicians who are no longer even with us, okay? Why would y'all have to argue over the dumbest things? I swear. Hey, it's like like Elon Musk said, it's inevitable that people are going to argue. So instead, Lester, pick the name that is most profitable. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. I think it's fun to play with.
I have complete faith in the name selection from the wonderful audience who follow Longhorn Lester's channels. Unfortunately, there is always going to be someone unhappy
Yes.
with every decision.
Yes.
And so ultimately, you just have to go with what feels right.
If she were all white, then I'd agree we name her Mini Pearl, except this sweet girl looks nothing like her mum. And I'd certainly welcome a title of royalty, maybe something like Lady or Duchess to whatever we name her.
I would have to sniff her hair in order to give a calm, complete evaluation.
I could give Longhorn Lester the answer he's looking for, but first I need to know how big are the crowd sizes that come to this channel, and would he be willing to do a town hall?
I'd rather us take a look at both popular names, Ambrose and Mini Pearl. We look at which name could be most marketable and hence make more profits.
You do know there are a lot more things of importance than arguing over the name of a newborn baby longhorn. Put it up for revote, plain and simple.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hawkins. We will absolutely do that. We will put it up for, oh my gosh. So hold on. I'm going to save you the trouble. Excuse me, y'all. There's always got to be somebody. Okay, Mr. Robert. He says, when this page becomes political, I'm out. Well, guess what? I just helped you find the door, sir. That was nothing at all political. It was humor, guys. It's humor. The same way a comedian can go on to the stage and have some fun with the audience, I'm also having fun with you all. If you are so sensitive in nature. Oh, and by the way, that's AI technology. All I had to do was use the app where I'm going to cough. Hold on. I need to cough. I hate that. You have to sometimes clear your throat. Oh, we're not picking new names. Oh, no, we're not going to pick new names. Friends, just be aware that AI technology is out there. And if someone as dumb as me can do stuff like that, just be very aware of what you watch and listen to and how much you believe in what you watch and listen to. So hold on. I got a tickle. I got a tickle in my throat that I cannot clear. We're not going with new names. We're not going with new names. The two name selections that are the most popular by far is Amber Rose and Minnie Pearl. And so what we will do is I will take those first poll questions down, and that's simple enough. And I will, yes, it's a joke. Well, someone says, let's just cough it out. I will, but I'm embarrassed to do that on camera. I remember one time I was presenting with a group of teachers. So there was probably maybe 50, 60 teachers sitting in the conference room, and I had to present. And, you know, I never like to present anyway, but I had to present on this particular day. And so while I'm up there presenting, I got a tickle in my throat. And when you're in front of a group, in front of you all, we're all just friends. I just kind of turn around and cough it out. I thought the water would help, but it didn't. But up in front of all of these teachers, I got a tickle in my throat and I could not talk. So it almost made my eyes begin to water. And I finally had to say, excuse me. And I walked out into the hall and I coughed and I finally cleared my throat. And it was the most embarrassing. Dr. Pepper would fix it. Maybe you're right. Anyway, so no, we're excited about the names. And I am completely fine with either one of those names. So I would just like everyone to rethink a little bit. And hey, here's something fun we can do. Here's something fun we could do. How about I bring on a couple of people and you all can duel it out. We can duel it out here on my live. Now, we're not going to be mean. We're not going to say anything negative about each other. We're going to learn how to debate the right way. And you're only going to say things that are factual. Factual. I will be the fact checker, okay? I will do a real job at fact checking. I will not let some things go and ignore other things, okay? So, and this is not going to be timely. You're not going to be able to come on and talk about yourself and all those things. That would be wonderful. But we're going to invite a few people who would like to come on and tell us why you think that your opinion is the one that people should go with. How do I do this? Nope. Does anyone remember? I found it. Okay, here's the link popping up onto your screen right now. So there's the link that just popped up onto your screen. Where did it go? So there's the link right there. That's if you're on YouTube. But even if you're on Facebook, if you look in the comments and scroll up a little bit, you will find the link. I will have a couple of people who want to jump on, and I will let you duel it out, and you can give us your name suggestion. Okay, you can give us your name suggestion. All right. So far we have Miss Carrie. Hello there, Miss Carrie Leonard. How are you?
Not bad.
Where are you from, Miss Carrie? Where are you at?
Ontario, Canada.
You're in Canada?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Miss Carrie, so out of our 2 name selections, hold on. Here comes Miss Ashley. Hello
Hi.
there, Ashley. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, I think that I've met both of you before on here. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I haven't lost it all, lady. I haven't lost
I'm
it all.
That's diamond painting.
Oh, well, okay. Thank you.
And I'm the one from the Netherlands.
And from the Netherlands. Yes, Ashley, I remember you. Okay,
Yeah.
so now I don't know. You both may want to suggest the same name. I don't even know yet. But Miss Carrie, you were here first. Carrie, who do you think, or what name would you prefer?
I prefer Minnie Pearl.
So you like Minnie Pearl. Is there a reason why you think Minnie Pearl is the best name for that calf?
Because the mom.
Because of her mom being named Pearl.
Yep. And
Okay. Let's jump over to Miss Ashley right quick and see if she's going to have a difference of opinion. Miss Ashley, what are you thinking?
My first choice was Sapphire,
Okay, but
that's out.
sorry, ma'am.
So my second one was Amber Rose.
Okay, so why would you go Amber Rose over Minnie Pearl?
Because she doesn't look like a mini pearl.
So when you think of the word Minnie Pearl, you picture like a smaller, younger, miniature version of her mama.
No, yeah, the color.
So you kind of agree with Queen Elizabeth then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you very much. Then do you want to counter that, Miss Carrie? Because what Miss Ashley's saying is that she doesn't look anything like her mom. She's of amber in color.
but her daughter does.
Mom, Jolene does. Jolene does look like mom.
Yep.
I know, but this is not Jolene though.
No, I mean the other baby she had.
No, Ruby. Her
No,
other
that's Ruby.
Ruby is also the same color as the new baby.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So we're going to keep talking. Ladies, we love you very much. Thank y'all for jumping on. How's your
No,
weather
thanks.
there in the Netherlands?
Rainy.
You got rain today. Is it cold?
Yeah,
I see you
very
wearing
much.
double layers. You got
Because
cold?
the next coming week is rain.
You got a lot of rain. And how
Yeah.
about you, Miss Carrie?
I'm in shorts and t-shirts still.
Shorts and t-shirts still. But your days are coming, aren't they?
Yes, sir. After
All right.
Halloween comes, then we're going to have bad weather coming after
Cold weather.
Halloween.
Well, thank you both very, very much. Thank you so much, ladies.
Welcome.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was cute. That's kind of what I was liking right there. That's what I like to see right there. Okay, now we got a couple of other ladies who are popping in. We have Miss Jill. Hi, Jill. How are you?
Just fine. How are you doing?
Doing well. I love your Suits to Boots t-shirt right there.
Had it on already. I didn't go change.
Well, I hope not, because if you were, you should have put on your Longhorn Leicester shirt.
Oh, I have a visitor.
Who's this?
This is Sophia, and today is her birthday.
Oh, Sophia, happy birthday, sweetie. What a pretty girl. All right.
Oh, come on, Rudy.
We have Miss
Here's the other one.
More than one. Who's this?
This is Ruby.
Ruby. Okay.
Rudy.
How are you doing? Miss Denise?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Where are you both coming from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, Miss Denise.
Indiana.
In Indiana. Are either of you experiencing bad weather right now with this hurricane stuff?
No, but it probably might come up the coast.
It may travel on your direction. How about?
I don't know if it's from the hurricane, but we have wind and rain.
Got you. All right, ladies, right quick. Your name selections for Pearl's newborn. Jill, you get to go first.
Amber Rose, because Sapphire was not chosen.
You saw the poll. I cannot manipulate these things. So
I
you go
saw
out.
it, but I didn't agree with it.
That's the way it goes sometimes. How about you, Miss Denise?
I'm stuck on Minnie Pearl.
Oh my
This is going to be a tight race.
Yes, it is.
goodness. This is a
It
tight
most
race.
certainly is. When I think of Minnie Pearl, I think of the show Hee Haw. And little Minnie Pearl. And when I see Minnie Pearl out in the pasture with her mama, she's a carbon copy of her mama. So she's a Minnie Pearl. She don't have to look like her, but her attitude is there.
Oh, I got you. Miss Jill, I see you trying to distract your dog. Is there
No, I threw a toy.
is there a reason that you can try to get us to convince everybody to go with your selection? Well, your second selection.
Just her color.
Just her coloring.
Yeah, and I guess amber is more along the lines of the jewels.
Yeah, that's
Pearl, ruby.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Lovely ladies. We love you so much. We're blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Have a great day.
All right. We do have two more. We have two more, and then we'll go ahead and call this. So no one else joined at this point. Hello, Miss Lisa, and hi, Heather. How are you both doing?
Pretty
Where did
good.
Heather go? Heather just jumped out. Heather.
Heather.
Well, we brought Becky in. So this will be my final two. No one else jump in at this point. This will be my final two. So Miss Lisa and Becky. So if y'all been watching, so far we have kind of a tie. We have two ladies who really like Minnie Pearl. We have another two who are going along the lines of Amber Rose. And since we're all up for debate, Lisa, you were here first. What are you thinking and why?
Well, I liked both names, and it was hard, but then I thought about Ruby and how she's a redhead.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go off the chart and say, you know what? Garnet would fit her.
Now hold on. We have seen a few names of garnet. What is garnet? A jewel or a gem?
Yes, it's a gemstone.
It's a gemstone.
It's a deep red gemstone.
Okay.
And Amber, and I wasn't crazy about Amber Rose because it makes me think of that singer with a bad reputation.
I don't know. I don't watch. I'm not really into the Hollywood scene.
I'm not really either, but she was on the news enough for me to remember.
This might sound mean, but I don't mean it in a mean way. Is she the lady who has she wears her head shaved?
Yeah.
Or you don't? Does she wear her head shaved? So I remember the name. Where's my phone? I'm going to look her up right quick. I'm only
pretty sure
to see
but
if she is.
I like Minnie Pearl, but she doesn't look like Pearl. So if you could, and I remember Jamie calling her Ruby Sue.
Isn't that Will Smith's wife?
No, that's Jada Pinkett or Jada Smith.
It says Amber Rose right below it says Amber Rose. I typed in Amber Rose
but she lost a lot of weight. That doesn't from here because I'm looking on my phone.
That looks like Will Smith's wife. I don't know.
He was never married to her.
Will Smith's wife is Jada Pinkett Smith. But that sure does look like her to me. But I
can't tell.
Well, Miss Becky, how are you?
I am good. How are you, sir?
You have a lovely smile. Are you watching your computer or what are you doing? I'm wondering what you keep looking at.
Oh, I'm on my phone, but I keep watching the wind outside.
Oh, is it windy there? Where are you at? What state are you in?
Illinois.
And you got the hurricane is there now.
Fan.
Oh, well, thank you. So
I feel bad we got sun here.
Where are you at, Lisa?
Massachusetts.
Becky, Jamie called Xander and her mom, and they both said that how windy it is over in Illinois right now. So
it is very windy, and I'm not that far from Chicago, which is known as the Windy City. It's pretty windy. We're getting pretty.
The outer bands of the hurricane, though, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Or is it, I guess at this point it's a tropical storm again? I'm not real
It's
sure.
a tropical storm again.
Okay.
I
All
have
right.
a crew in Florida, so I've checked on all of them. They're all good. So
Oh, that's good to hear. I've also checked with friends of ours in Florida who were they got rain, but not the extreme winds and the storm surge. So we're blessed for that.
absolutely.
So Miss Becky, I have to find out, what are you thinking as far as naming of this little calf of ours?
I originally went with Minnie Pearl, but after seeing her and looking at her personality, I kind of like the Amber Rose a whole lot better. I'm going to go with Amber Rose on this one because
So you're going to agree with the Queen then, Queen Elizabeth then?
Yes, Lady Amber Rose. I am going with Lady Amber Rose.
Did those video clips offend you guys? Because I saw people were getting really mean in the comments because I didn't get political. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was
I don't think they were being mean about the clips. I think they're being
my
mean
goodness,
about
they
choosing
were-
the name and enforcing their opinion about what name they want.
Is how
I
real
figured go off the record and go with Garnet because I saw that.
What I was gonna play around with, and I'll just tell y'all before I get off with you, before I get you off, I thought that by me being fair to both political parties, it was because Donald Trump is known for talking about big crowds and town halls,
Oh,
and
we don't want to name her Cheetos. I'm sorry.
bad.
Bad Lisa.
No, it's okay. We can laugh. It's okay to laugh, ladies. It's okay to laugh. I'm a big believer in laughing about things. We don't got to take things so darn serious all the time.
Yeah, people do take it so serious. I figured you
about
just
the red hair. I was thinking Lucille. Go with
that's a good one too, Lucille Ball.
She's so red.
Lady Lucy.
Lady Lucy.
Let me ask y'all why I have you. Queen Elizabeth passed away last year, right?
Yeah.
And I also believe that the Stephen Hawking's passed away, or do y'all know? He's in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
So the two of those are already passed. So everyone knows it. It was just some AI fun that I was having with
And I thought Morgan Freeman died too.
Did he really? I love Morgan Freeman.
I
Don't tell me he passed.
Or maybe was it James Earl Jones that just died?
James Earl Jones.
I don't keep
James
up.
Earl Jones, you
Dude.
did lying to.
Either way, I love both of those men. They were really wonderful voices, just wonderful voices, and smart and very deep thinkers, the both of them. Oh, that's just horrible. Well, ladies, thank y'all so much for helping me out a little bit today. I don't know if we decided anything. There's not.
Go with your heart, Lester. Go with your heart.
Barnett and then Lucille, and we're just all over the darn place now.
Go with your golden heart.
Go with your heart.
Oh Lord, no! I'm gonna put it back up for a poll. I want the poll.
I'll go with Jamie.
Oh Lord, Jamie got to name a little alpaca over here. We're not gonna. Jamie's naming.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Thank you, ladies. We love you both.
Thank
Y'all
you, Lester.
Please be safe. Please be safe. Okay. All right. Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
That was so fun. That was so darn fun. And then let me find a way to take all of this off. Okay. Oh, well, hold on 1 second. Now, guys, the joining the live is over, but I cannot say no to Mr. Chris Howard. And here's why, because Mr. Chris Howard is of the ministry. Do we call it the ministry?
Yes, sir.
So you're of the ministry, and so you've also had a chance to visit Pearl, Jolene, Ruby, Danny in person. You met them all in person on one of your mission trips. And so this is no debate here. I'm just curious, Mr. Chris Howard, about which direction you would go with this and why. And I also have to find out, where in the world are you? It's nice and sunny there.
I am in Texarkana, Texas right now.
So you're traveling.
Yes, sir. Got our cars in the shop today, and we're in a loaner car. My wife's in the store doing some shopping.
Okay. And tell me again real fast, Chris, what part of the country are you from?
Arkansas.
You're in Arkansas. Okay.
Yes,
so did you have a strong opinion on any of the names that we chose? Hopefully it wasn't Sapphire or Autumn, because neither one of those names did very well on our poll.
Yes, I do.
Are you nervous about saying your answer?
No, I'm not. And I'll tell you why I go with my answer. I really like Minnie Pearl. One, because it pays homage to her mother, and two, because man, growing up, my dad had Hee Haw on TV all the time. And Minnie Pearl with her old hat with the price tag hanging on it. And I just loved that show, and I love the character of Minnie Pearl. And I feel like with Minnie Pearl being such a big character, maybe the calf will also be a big character and have as big as a personality as the Minnie Pearl I grew up and watched and loved. You know, that's just my opinion on it.
Hey, that's okay, because opinions are, we love to hear opinions. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for jumping on. We appreciate you saying that. And you be safe on your travels, okay?
I sure will. It was good to talk to you again, Lester, and you have a good day and God bless.
Thank you for doing the Lord's work, Mr. Howard.
Thank you.
See you later, bud.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was interesting, my friends. That was a lot of fun. And so as you can see, this is not going to be an easy one for anybody, y'all. This is not going to be easy. And it really bothers me that you guys can't just laugh along with me on some things. We had fun with the AI this morning. Guys, if you get mad at me for doing simple and silly stuff like that, then you just got to try to find happiness in the world, y'all. And this channel's not one that looks for ways to promote negativity and hate and anger and violence and all that nasty stuff. We have so many blessings around us. And I know that if you look around, you'll find as many blessings with yourself as well, your family, your health, hopefully. And then when you're having a bad moment, I promise you, just stick around a little bit and it will get better, y'all. It will get better. And then I'm seeing now a lot of comments of folks who actually laughed all the way through the AI games that we played. Y'all want to watch it one more time? Can we just watch it one more time? Then I'll let it go forever. We'll just watch it one more time and then I'll let it go forever. And I say because there's people who've jumped on here later who have no idea what I'm talking about. So let me kind of prompt what happened and what started the whole thing. When we started the live today, we talked about we had a very serious issue in the fact that my plan was to come on and announce the grand name reveal. We already know it's a little girl, but we didn't know what to name her. So what I did was I took name suggestions off the internet using Facebook and YouTube, and I took some of the more popular names. And the way that I make a popular name is I look at if there's a lot of likes on that name, or if I see that name repeated all throughout the comments. And so I saw other names. There was absolutely I saw a lot of names. The one lady said she suggested the name, I think she said Garnet, for another gemstone of that same type color, and to keep it kind of in that same theme. But I will say that even though I saw the name Garnet a few times, I did not see it popping up over and over and over the way I did Amber Rose and Minnie Pearl, when there were just hundreds of likes on those names. And so in saying so, we put our poll question up. I'm going to pause it right here. And on Facebook, you can easily see that the name Autumn and Sapphire did not get near as many votes as what Amber Rose or Minnie Pearl did. And so if I would have jumped over to YouTube and saw the exact same thing, then it would already be decided. It would be decided. Minnie Pearl is the winner. But let me show you what happened on YouTube. So over on YouTube, Amber Rose was the winning vote. Whereas Autumn and Sapphire had some votes, they both tied with 12%. Amber Rose had quite the landslide win with the YouTube audience of 48%. And so what that told me is that, oh no, it's not unanimous. We can't get a unanimous decision here, or we can't get a majority win here. There's not a majority when half the folks want Amber Rose and the other half want Minnie Pearl. So what I did as kind of a joke, as having some fun, I said, let me talk to some friends of ours, and see what they say. And this is the part that sparked off quite a bit of controversy on my live today, and that was not the intended purpose.
I have complete faith in the name selection from the wonderful audience who follow Longhorn Lester's channels. Unfortunately, there is always going to be someone unhappy with every decision, and so ultimately, you just have to go with what feels right.
If she were all white, then I'd agree we name her Minnie Pearl, except this sweet girl looks nothing like her mum. And I'd certainly welcome a title of royalty, maybe something like Lady or Duchess to whatever we name her.
I would have to sniff her hair in order to give a calm, complete evaluation.
I could give Longhorn Lester the answer he's looking for, but first I need to know how big are the crowd sizes that come to this channel, and would he be willing to do a town hall?
I'd rather us take a look at both popular names, Amber Rose and Minnie Pearl. We look at which name could be most marketable and hence make more profits.
You do know there are a lot more things of importance than arguing over the name of a newborn baby Longhorn. Put it up for revote, plain and simple.
And Stephen Hawking's, Lord bless his soul, would be the voice of reason with all of that. He is the voice of reason, and he says, put it up for revote, plain and simple. And that's what we will do, my friends. We shall put that up for revote, but this time we will only be looking at Minnie Pearl and Amber Rose. So we're going to eliminate those other choices. And that's kind of what happens in real elections also. That's why you have a Democratic primary. Well, not this year. They didn't do that this year. That's why you have a Republican primary. So what you do is you take the majorities, you take the candidates that have the most support, and then you slowly narrow it down until you only have this person versus this person. And that is when you let those two go head to head. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do it the Democratic way, which I promised you. I have absolutely zero say-so in this. If it had been a bull, then none of this would have been even going on right now, okay? So I will put those names up for revote, but only those two names. And then like Chris, Mr. Howard said, he is going to base his vote based on nostalgia of growing up in a home where Minnie Pearl was a character on a TV show that his dad just loved and that he learned to love. And then a couple of the other ladies who went with the Amber Rose based it on the fact that Amber is a gemstone, I guess. And Amber is also the color of the calf, which is fine too. And then I don't really remember exactly why the other two ladies wanted to go with Minnie Pearl, except for the fact that it's just a mini version of Pearl, maybe. So we will find out, y'all. We will find out, but we'll do it the right way through a Democratic vote, okay? So, and that was not a jab. That was, oh my goodness gracious. Lester's taking more jabs. The fact that I said that you normally have primaries, except for this year, is factual. I'm fact checking myself, friends. Sorry if it hurts your feelings, but there was no Democratic primary this year. What are you mad at me for? Hey, this is not working out real well for me, is it? I'm just going to read a couple of letters. All right. So I hope you all are having a fun day. I will be leaving here and going over to the JL. To Miss Tammy, who's waiting in the green room, I've already stopped that part of the show, ma'am. I'm sorry that you found the link a little bit late. It's okay. I can see you. Don't cry, ma'am. Tammy, you're on. Tammy, we're all looking at you cry now. Now, you know that I'm supposed to be done with this part of the show already.
Bless your heart.
No, listen. So there, as of right now, there's nobody else in the green room. There's no one else. So don't anyone else click that link. Nobody else click that link. But Miss Tammy, since you're here and since I saw you about to cry over there, I'm gonna go ahead and leave in because I'm a softie. I'm a real softie. Okay.
Aww.
There must have been a reason why you wanted to join this live and talk about your favorite name choice with this little newborn calf. Is that true? Or
Yes.
you have another purpose in mind?
Oh, no, just to watch you too.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen. So, in saying so, out of the two names that we've narrowed it down to, Minnie Pearl or Amber Rose, do you have a preference?
Amber Rose.
So you prefer the name Amber Rose, and could you tell us why? Because what you're doing here, in essence, is giving us your endorsement. The same way all of this, I mean, think about it. Even though the celebrities who we had on, some have passed and some are still with us, they all
That was good. That was good.
You weren't mad at me because everyone's mad at me.
No.
There are some who are so mad at me right now. I'm
You're
like,
awesome.
guys, it was just me having fun this morning on the AI app.
Oh, you're fun. I'd like to know how to do that.
Oh, it's easy to do. Isn't that scary though? Isn't that so scary to know that if a dumb old guy like me can download an app and then I can type in what I want that guy or girl to say and they say it because you saw their lips were saying.
Oh, I thought, except Hawking, I have to tell you this. He used that was a little bit of a glitch.
That was a stretch. Well,
his lips shouldn't have moved.
You're being naughty. That was mean. Oh, I like your humor though, Tammy.
But that was good. That was good. I got to give it to you.
I thought I was being funny, man. I made fun of everybody. I made fun of everybody. I didn't make fun of just certain people. I made fun of all of them.
Oh, no.
Elon's only about money. He wants whatever makes the most profit. I thought that was hilarious because he's all about the money. Trump's all about crowd sizes and town halls. Biden is all about just kind of, he's fumbling a few words these days. Who else? The Queen is not even with us, but she wants to name it royalty. She wants royalty.
Oh my God. She came up from the dead just for you.
I know, right? I know.
You are so special.
So, Tammy, you like Amber Rose. Tell us
I do. Because if you have to call Amber Rose, it sounds better. Hey, Amber Rose! Right? That sounds better.
Well, I could go, Minnie!
Oh, God, no. No.
You don't want to hear all that nonsense every time I
go.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do you know, are you old enough to know about Minnie Pearl? Because
no, I'm not.
I did watch Hee Haw, but it was always the reruns that I got to see, never the actual show.
No.
So in the show Hee Haw, and I think that we have people that probably know the show, she was a character, an older lady who she did, like Mr. Howard said, she wore a hat with flowers in it, and it had the price tag hanging out of it. I don't really know the who or the why behind that, but every time
classy like you.
I don't wear a price tag in my hat, do I?
You have.
Oh no, I have not. Have I? That was a wig. That was my hairpiece from the resale shop.
Okay.
Well,
we'll go with that.
You're going to go with Amber Rose because it was going to sound smoother coming out of my mouth.
It does. It does. It does.
All right. Well, we're going to take your endorsement, Tammy, and we'll see how far it stretches when we get our official and final poll question back up later today.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Bye from Saskatchewan.
Are you at work?
Yeah, I am.
That looks like you work in retail. Can you tell us where you're working?
I work at Rolla Fashion Wear, the best ladies clothing line ever.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. It looks really, I'm surprised you're able to go live from work. Does your boss not know, or are you the boss?
It's kind of quiet. It's quiet right now. Okay.
Okay. What state are you in right quick? Where
I'm in Canada.
You're up in Canada.
Canada.
Okay.
Saskatchewan. Say that real fast.
Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Now, is that
perfect?
One of your?
You did it.
That's a province in Canada.
It's a province.
Oh, what did
I say? Are you a teacher? You said Providence.
I'm a former teacher, and I never taught geography.
Oh, obviously. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's a province.
I can laugh
in Canada.
I will laugh. I will laugh with you.
And it's a hell of a long way from where you are.
Now, how is the weather there because the other lady from Canada says it's still hot where she's at. She's wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, we got snow.
You have snow. So isn't that crazy in Canada?
No, we don't. No. And we don't live in igloos. It's very hot. We're in shorts.
Oh, good gracious. You were
It's
messing
nice.
you're messing with me then.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on. You
I
come
am.
you come onto my show and mess with me.
Hey, don't we all?
Yes. Yes, you do. Anyway, thank you so much, Kenny. It's nice to meet you. You're a beautiful woman and sitting there in a
And
really
nice to
neat
meet you too.
Great. Thank you so much. And we love you, eh?
Anytime Jamie's this way, tell her to stop in.
Eh?
Hey?
Come
We
on,
don't say that.
Everyone tells me that
We
you
don't.
do.
No, we don't.
Everything I see
Oh,
on
please.
TV, Hollywood
Eh?
tells us how y'all talk. Hollywood teaches us everything about you all. Eh?
Okay, well, I'll have a cup of coffee out in the back for her, eh?
Yeah. All right. And y'all see, y'all don't ride around on moose and stuff then. Darn it.
Oh, no, I left him at home.
Oh, Lord. And no ice fishing.
What?
Oh, no, there's okay. So Hollywood's not completely off base.
No, not completely.
All right. Well,
We do
thank
like
you.
our beer.
Yes, we do. And we like our beer too. Enjoy your frozen tundra. Be safe getting home on the snow sled or the sled dog, the dog team.
Snowmobile.
The
Snowmobile.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
All right,
man.
bye, Tammy.
Bye.
Bye now. That was fun. Oh, I love that. I love stuff like that, y'all. Anyways, listen, let me go right quick and read a couple of these cards I got in the mail. This here comes to Lester. Oh, it's for sympathy. It's about Ernie. There are no words, but there are heartfelt wishes and healing thoughts, and all are being sent your way to help comfort you during this difficult time. We will always and forever miss Ernie. This is, I'm sorry, Okie. This is from Jennifer Thompson. Jennifer, that's very kind of you. Thank you so very much. Isn't it crazy, though, how a couple of days ago, 2 weeks ago, we lost Okie, and that has been heartfelt. I'm sitting here right now staring at a stone that we were gifted. Okie dokie, our special alpaca, October of 23 to September of 24. Little fella touched so many hearts, and he wasn't even able to make it a year. And them terrible parasites got after him. But I told Jamie, and I'm telling you all this right now, that our plans are to be here on this property for a while. And we're going to create ourselves a really neat memorial spot here to remember these babies by. And I do think that Okie will be one of the babies that we'll go ahead and memorialize here instead of back at the sanctuary. So even though he lived his life at the sanctuary, he's just such a special fellow to all of us. So we're going to start working on that pretty soon. Thank you so much for the card. And then for the sweet lady who sent the stone. I just can't quite find the card that came with that. All she sent was this little note that says, he will be missed. He will be missed. Hugs to you and Jamie. She didn't really put a name with that, but thank you so very much for that. There's several cards to come to Lester and Jamie, and I think that those might all be cards of condolences. Here's one that comes just to Lester, says thanks. It's the thoughtfulness of people like you that make the world so bright, from Molly. And then Molly adds in a little letter. She says, first thing she says, you can read this on a live. Hi to hello. I just wanted to write to you. I want to let you know what a blessing you are to me and to others. And here goes. It's pretty lengthy, guys. Give me a moment here, okay? In October 2019, I found a page that got my attention. Yes, it was I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. The first video I saw was Run Maggie Run. Then popped up the Hurricane Harvey video. I fell in love with the animals. It came in the right time, but I didn't realize it then. It was one of the hardest years of my life. Going through cancer, almost dying twice, having to learn how to walk again, losing my dad. All of these things happened. This is just to name a few. In January to March, went through 28 rounds of radiation, but praise God, I am now cancer free. Watching your videos just a few minutes each day helped me take my mind off of my sickness. I would play Shirley Bird and Mr. Huck video tap dancing on your Jeep over and over and over. You've been a blessing to so many two-legged and four-legged. You, Jamie, and all the Morrows have brightened my days and brightened my life. I wouldn't know what to do without all of your videos. And I want to show y'all something that she said. She did a Lesterism over here. You-alls. You-alls. I always say you-alls. Thank you for loving us and the animals. God bless your social media family, Molly Meredith. And she's in Knoxville, Tennessee. I will say to Miss Molly Meredith, thank you so very much for taking the time to send the card and then sharing a piece of your story with me. I would like to pull up, if you could give me a few more of your minutes. Let me first of all talk about Miss Molly right there. And I will say that I don't know if you know what a blessing you are to us, because Jamie and I are blessed in the fact that we're able to wake up and love on these babies, you know, day in and day out. And sometimes we find ourselves really busy with going back and forth to the different properties, loving on more babies everywhere that we go. We love that. We wouldn't trade it for anything. But it also makes it to where our lives are pretty routine and we don't really have friends to talk to. And what you do for us is encourage and support the way a friend would, and a real life friend, and you can help us make it through one hard stretch after another. There are things in our life that come up that are not always easy to deal with, and having to do some of those things alone would be extremely difficult. But you also give us a friendship and a camaraderie, a shoulder to lean on, of someone to talk to. And it sometimes feels a little bit strange just looking into a camera at ourselves. But when I can sit here to the side of the video, be it a live video or be it a recorded video, and through the comments and read some of the beautiful things that you all share, especially when you share your stories, it makes us have a real connection. And I don't think there's anything more special in this world than having a connection with people that you love and care about. And even though I've always said that more than likely I'll never meet many of you, I'll never have a chance to shake a hand or give you a hug or put my arms on you, around you, I mean, it means a lot that you have fallen in love and that you love these babies as much as we do. And so as much as you feel like blessed to have us, I can promise you, and I tell you, that we are equally blessed to have you. So I'm going to read you one last email that I got from a wonderful lady. And I'm going to try to pull that email up. It's not far. I saved it and I put a star on it. If you're ready. This is very difficult, but her name is Heather. And Heather sent me some pictures and told me her story in an email. She says that today is her anniversary, but not the kind of anniversary that we all think. She says, 5 years ago today, I left my home to go meet up with her pastor's wife for mentoring. I did extra church stuff because at the time I was a worship singer there and wanted to try to be a good example to the community. I dropped off my son, who was around 3, maybe 4 years old at the time, so she could babysit him so I could get an hour of mentoring. On the way to pastor's house, there was a construction zone on the highway where traffic had come to a complete stop. I stopped and looked in my rearview mirror, noticing a big red semi truck coming at me going at least 65 miles an hour, never realizing there was a construction zone and traffic had stopped up ahead. I didn't even get a chance to honk my horn before her Dodge truck was sent flying into the air. She was knocked unconscious through the entire ordeal. Her truck went 100 feet all the way from the back of the line. It landed way up near the front of the stopped traffic. They were in the middle of nowhere in Nevada. Her truck rolled multiple times before it finally came to a stop. She goes, surprisingly and miraculously, she walked away from that accident. She did have bruises and scratches. She also had shoulder and back issues. And so she jokes that she feels me on my shoulder and my knee pain. The semi did hit 4 other vehicles, causing multiple injuries, serious injuries. The EMTs were shocked that I was still alive. She says she does feel like a piece of her died that day, and she sometimes will mourn her old self. She has nightmares now. She lives with severe anxiety, goes through bouts of depression, and just overall, she has PTSD. She says in all of those things, she finds herself having more compassion and empathy for others. It's also made her realize how fragile and resilient a human body can be. This is interesting. She said her Bible did land in the passenger seat of her vehicle. Later, when she found out, she was also 4 weeks pregnant at the time with her beautiful son, William Joseph, who she calls him on occasion Willie Joe. Isn't that beautiful? Let me show you. I'm just going to show you a few pictures here. Just a beautiful young lady. And you can see the shape that her truck was in after being hit by that semi truck. And like she said, they're out in the middle of nowhere. So very powerful story from this lovely lady. And when I just zoom in and look at that truck just flipped over like that, and just the whole back windshield is crushed out, the front windshield is shattered, the doors, the back end is like buckled up underneath it. And you can imagine yourself sitting in a truck like that with having an 18-wheeler hit you in the back and just send you flying. Sent her flying all the way past the other cars that were parked there. And then with all of the people who had life-threatening injuries, for her to be able to actually walk away and not even have to require the EMS workers. So such a powerful statement to how fragile and how quick life can change for all of us. So when we see people arguing and fighting over silly things, y'all, and to be honest, politics are silly things, because politicians have come and gone, and they will continue to come and go. We will have those that will help this country and those that will help themselves. We'll have those who will hurt this country and hurt world relations. And that's always going to happen, friends. I always talk about the tragedy of what's happening in Plum Grove and our connection to the illegal immigration problem and how it has affected an entire farm that has been there for 150 years, and that is slowly it's dissolving right before our eyes. So the things that affect me and the things that I will vote for in this election may be very, very different than what you will vote for, but it doesn't change who you are or who I am as humans, and it should not change who we are as humans. You're going to look around and you're going to vote for the candidate that you feel like you most closely align to based on what you need in your life at that time. Which candidate can help you, can help your family? Which candidate can help, the senior citizens or those who are, military vets? the homeless, those who need, disabilities. So you don't have to fight and argue with me or each other. You go out and vote. That's all you can do is go out and vote. Simple. You don't fight and argue. Anywho's, thank you so very much for giving me a really nice live today. I enjoyed it. It was fun. There will be a poll question coming up a little bit later, which will have those two names. And what we'll do is look at both Facebook and YouTube, and then we will have to try to find a way to figure out who this darn winner is. For anyone who wants a little more live video with Lester, I always go to the Longhorn, the JL Ranch in the afternoons and visit my babies, and we'll do that today as well. I know you want to talk about little Gary, and I do too, but I have already gone well over my hour. I will say that I did put the long video out about little Gary on the I'm a Survivor YouTube channel this morning. I did a live about little Gary yesterday on the Longhorn Lester Facebook channel, and there'll be more videos to come out about little Gary. But as of right now, he's still with us, and he's going to stick with us for a while longer. So I promise you there'll be a whole lot more about little Gary, but we have already gone over our hour. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to find myself in trouble with the powers that be. Okie doke, as far as Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so very much for watching the video. We love you. We're blessed to have you. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. What I'm going to do is end the video the same way we started.